Hi everyone, Vickie here, Rock and Roll Prophetess. Thank you for joining me for the free monthly readings. We're going to be doing July's reading in a minute. I like to go over everything in the beginning so I don't have to constantly repeat myself during the readings. I want everybody to pick a color before we start. That's one thing I want to make sure that we color. The second thing is the court cards when they come up in the reading, the ones that are people. They're not necessarily a gender assigned. So a queen could be a male, female, whoever. I will refer to them as he as a king or knight and she as a queen. But really it doesn't have to be a male or female, especially in these general readings. We're going to be using my Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the tarot portion of this spread. And then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are also my own creation. I have lots of tools available for spiritual growth, including these adult coloring books. And if you're trying to learn tarot, you can pick up my book, Tarot in the Modern World, which is all linked below. I want to get to something really quick because, as you noticed, I have two tarot Rock and Roll Tarot decks here. This is the first edition. This is the one that I've been selling through the print on demand, and it's still going to be available. I'm not doing away with it, and actually the changes are not that, there's not a lot of big changes. One of the big changes is in the second edition. It has this box. The new edition has the real nice box, and it opens up, you know, like this, and the cards are inside. The cards are very slightly different sized, but not noticeably so. You know, tiny bit smaller, but a little bit wider. I changed a few things. I didn't change any of the words. So if you have the first edition deck, you're good. It's not obsolete by any means. I changed a little bit of the background colors on the sword cards, and I changed. One card didn't have its name on it, the Four of Swords. So I did change. That's the only card that the text was changed on. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. But it was the Four and the Swords. I did change the colors a little slightly. Here's the same card from one and the other. So I toned down the colors a little bit on the Cups card, and I changed the background color a little bit on the Swords cards, because the Swords were looking too close to the Major Arcana. So it did have this kind of rainbow thing, so I put like a little bit of a darker background in. But otherwise, I mean, all the keywords are the same. Again, if you have the first deck, it's not going to be obsolete. And there's going to be many versions of this deck to come. I want to do a monochromatic, and I want to do a, I want to do several versions, a neat day glow one. The thing is, now that I have this new deck, I'm doing a Kickstarter. I want this to be available on Amazon. Many of you were saying that you couldn't get the deck because they were charging like $50 or more to ship it overseas. So I've started a Kickstarter, and it's going to be this new version of the deck, and it's going to be available on Amazon with shipping overseas. I redesigned the box. It's got some things on the side and that. And it'll be Amazon shipping. It's going to be better for everybody. You won't have to wait. I've done this Kickstarter, and it's I've made some really cool custom merch that's going to be incentives only for Kickstarter donators. It's a concert ticket, a backstage pass, and a laminated VIP All Access pass. These are only available through specific donations through Kickstarter and won't be available for sale any other way. This is to show my appreciation. I'd planned on doing the readings with the newer deck for this month. That's why the readings are late getting up. I was waiting on the shipping. But there was a problem, and one of the sheets came out all black. But luckily the printer corrected it right away, and the sheet's on its way. I'm starting it's coming tomorrow. But I got to start the readings. We're getting way behind here. So some of you will have the reading of July done with the first edition box or deck. And many of you will have it done with the second edition, but I'm going to go ahead and start it now. I won't use this deck because there's some cards that are missing at this time. The other thing, this box is a big improvement. And look how big this box is. It never really kind of fit right. These are the same amount of cards, and look how much more compact and solid it is. You know, it's a little bit better quality. The card stock is a little thicker, but I don't really notice a huge difference in the thickness of the cards. They're pretty comparable, but technically this new deck is a thicker cardboard and it's coated, but it looks like these are coated too. So I've rattled on enough. I just wanted to let you know what's going on. Some of the readings are going to have this deck and some are going to have the other, and that's the reason why. And please stop over to that Kickstarter page and check it out if you can. I appreciate your support. Also, I'm open for readings. I'll be doing the soul readings are available. These are deep readings, These are based on your chart. It's very, very much in past lives, but it's also like at a karmic level, what you're doing in this life, why you've incarnated, all these sorts of things. If you don't get your message from your sun sign reading, be sure to check out your rising sign and moon. These readings are meant to empower you. While we're doing the readings, I want you to look at the words as well. Hold up all the cards, freeze them. If something stands out to you, if something morphs and it looks like it's saying something other than what the actual word is, allow that to happen. This is empowerment tarot. These cards will talk to you. Let them talk to you. That is how you can get a message that's strictly for you and beyond just a general reading for everybody. Okay, I think I've rattled on enough. Without further ado, on to the July readings. Okay, hello Gemini. Thanks for joining me for July. You're also going to be read with the first edition deck. I don't know that the second edition deck, the remainder of it's going to arrive on time today. I think we'll probably end up doing them all. But I have it on display here, the box, for you guys to take a look at anyway. And it is going to be a really cool thing. I hope you'll check out the Kickstarter. You know, my mail normally comes between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. The clockwork, right? So now it's like, after 2 in the afternoon and still no mail. On a day that I'm waiting for the package, right? I think that it's horribly miserable outside. It's horrible heat, oppressive heat and humidity. So I wouldn't doubt it if my regular mail carrier took the day off, and I wouldn't blame him either, because who would want to be out walking around in that mess? But anyways, here's your cards for July for Gemini. 2016. There's you. Gemini, July 2016. Gemini, July of 2016. July. Gemini, July. Okay, well, we got some people around, but quite a few court cards. You know, if you look at it, we've got, this doesn't want to stay stood up. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 court cards. Well, if you count that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 court cards. So 2/3 of the spread is court cards, which are people. Okay, so you're going to be mixing and mingling with a lot of people. You know, well, it's, you know, in the Northern Hemisphere, it's summertime, so everybody is out and about more. You know, that's not anything of a far stretch. And this has been coming up in a couple of the readings where it's people, people, people. Let's start at the top, because this is you, almost certainly, right? This is the air sign person, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, probably you. One thing I want to tell you though, look at all the people are in the upright position, so that's a nice thing. So these people that you've been around are going to be around this month. There's positive interaction. Everybody's getting along. Everything's positive. You know, for overall. I mean, you do have the Tower down here. We can't just fluff that off. Oh, Tower. Tower's down here, and that is a card of a big upheaval or big shakeup. But I feel like the transition is going to be so powerful because there's so many good people around, and you also have the soulmate too. So for you single Geminis out there, there's going to be plenty of options. You know, plenty of options if you're out there looking for dating or something like that. And there is a soulmate out there. Here's what I feel though for most people here. These soulmates are you have lots of soulmates. You do. You know, that's the thing. You have lots of soulmates. So all these people are soulmates, you know. And another thing I want to point out is you have the Knight and the King of Swords. So usually that indicates time passing. Like it's the same person, but it's passage of time. Like this is you when you were younger, and this is you now when you were older. And they're both in the upright position, which I really like. So it says like you haven't lost, and if you're a younger person, it's like you're going to keep these positive traits, and you're going to be positive in the future just like you are now. And if you're an older person, this could say, well, this is, you know, I was this way when I was younger, and now I was a pretty good person when I was younger, and I still am. I'm still maintaining those positive traits from when I was a younger person. Now, kings, queens, male, female, it's all, I don't feel like it really, it could be anybody, you know. I'm sure the majority of you are female that watch this, and I'm still saying this is you, you know. But you've got these queens on either side of here, you know. And it almost feels like it's like, Many of you there's a transition of relationships going on here. Many of you, this is your past relationship, and you're moving towards your future relationship here. And note that this person is also in line with the soulmate card here, too. Also note that the past person isn't in the reverse position. So I don't feel like it's, oh, they were so awful, I hate them, they're terrible, blah, blah, blah. It's more like, you know, well, that one wasn't right for me, but I think this one is. And I feel that soulmate connection. And again, it doesn't even have to be romantic. This could be, you know, partnerships of any sort. Because other than the soulmate card, there's no other bunch of cups or love cards anywhere, you know. And soulmates come in all shapes and sizes and all types of relationships. They're not just your lovers, right? Up here, too, you do have the Four of Swords in reverse. This is one thing I did change on that deck because I don't know if you remember, anybody cares. But this is the one card I forgot to write the name of the card on it. So on the new deck, it is in there. It's 4 and swords are over here. So that's one difference. That's the only difference in the text of any of them. The words are all the same. Okay, so, but Four of Swords in reverse is like I'm coming out of this time of, I was in this time of waiting, or I was in this time of healing, or I was in this pause. There was a pause in activity, and now I'm getting back out there. So some of you, maybe, you know, you had a bad divorce, or you had a bad breakup of a business partnership of some sort, and you were waiting. You were like, well, I'm just going to step back for a while. I'm just going to stay by myself for a while and back off of this stuff. Well, now it's like, I'm ready. And boy, the minute you're ready, they're everywhere, right? To whatever capacity this is. You know, if it's romantic choices, you've got plenty. If it's business partnerships, you've got plenty. If it's jobs or investors or it's financial things, there's plenty of takers, you know. And everybody's in the upright position. Also right next to you is this Page of Rods. So I think for some of you, did go through some kind of divorce or something. I think this is a child, you know. I think for some of you this might have been your child. And you were worried that, you know, how the divorce would affect the children. And it's going to be okay. Or maybe you wanted to leave the family business, but you didn't want to, you know, your younger siblings would end up having to, you know, you were worried how they would handle it, you know. It's something like that. It felt like you had to make a break. The Tower says something, you know, crumbled. It ended. And you were worried about how, especially this person more than anybody, how it would go over. And it's going to be fine. The other thing that it could point out is that it's fire. We've got fire up here and fire down here. So this is the Queen of Rods, the Page of Rods. These are fire sign people. So they could be fire, Leo, Aries, Sag. This could be Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. This could be water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But what I wanted to point out is that we are going to be transiting into fire this month. On the 22nd of July, the sun will move from Cancer into fire. So towards the end of the month, we are going to be in fire sign. And since pages are often not people, but just messengers, all the young dudes carry the news, right? They're going to, it could be like this news is coming in the time of fire, which would be, again, as we move into Leo after the 22nd. But the news looks like it's good. I mean, I feel like it's good. Maybe some of you have been at a place for 4 years even, I'm feeling. Like maybe you were at a job for 4 years, or you were in a relationship for 4 years. Or for some of you, I feel like you're coming home. Like maybe you were in the somebody was in the military and overseas for 4 years, or overseas in a job or something. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but I am. For like 4 years. And that could also be this Tower too. Like if you were in the military, someone was in the military, maybe they were in dangerous situations. If it was you or somebody else that you care about, there could have been, you know, worry and stress that they were near these big places where a lot of upheaval is going on and things like that. But here's what I feel like. We're going to join with these soulmates. We're going to have a happy, joyous reuniting. The strongest one I feel is the Queen of Pentacles. Because look how he's just charging right towards her. And not only that, she's the only court card that is directly adjacent to soulmate card, right? She's directly adjacent to soulmate card. She could be a man, a woman. This all could be different as far as gender. But it's about people. It's about relationships. There was some kind of upheaval. There was a healing time. And now you're okay. This could also be maybe somebody had a health scare. Maybe somebody had, you know, Tower could have been heart attack, you know, something like that, you know, out of nowhere, bam, you're taken down. but then they're going to come back. I feel that strongest with this one over here. Like maybe this was your mother or your mother-in-law or your grandmother or somebody, and they went through some kind of big thing, and then all the family rallied around them, and they're going to be fine. They're going to be okay. You know, it's good. They're better now. Well, that's what I want to say. They're better now. So even if they were a really older person and they transitioned, they're better now. They feel better now. That could be a message for some of you. Okay. Okay, Gemini. Let's get the animal totem card out and check out the animal totem. Don't forget about all the stuff I got here. And mostly I'm pushing this Kickstarter this month because I really want to get this new deck out. It's much better, and it's just going to be much. You know, if they were charging like $50 to ship it overseas, that's not right. That's crazy too much. So it's going to be on. If I can get this going, it'll be on Amazon, and then people overseas can get it at Amazon shipping rates. So I don't know if that applies overseas, but for many of you, you know, if you're in the, they have the, if you're Amazon Prime, it's free shipping, so that would apply. There goes your card, Ant. Well, Ant's a community card for sure. But let's look at this. Working tirelessly for the good of all, connecting with community and knowing our place in it, you can move mountains and make miracles happen. Well, that's encouraging. But yeah, working tirelessly for the good of all. That's kind of what I was getting here when I was talking about, well, you're worried how the child's going to take it or the younger sibling. You know, it's like you're real concerned about the other people involved. You know, not even more so than even your own happiness, your own well-being. It's like, well, how is everybody else going to, you know, especially this younger person, I feel like you're very concerned about them. Connecting with your community. This is what I've been saying. There's nothing but people around you. That's communal. That's the community and how you fit into it. I love that you can make mountains, you can move mountains and make miracles happen. Because you can, because it's like all these people are joining together and you're all uniting. And I'm really drawn the strongest to this person here. This another scenario that this could be, because this is real strong too. These two people are strong. They might be connected. This could be you're getting into a new relationship and you're wondering how this child is going to react to the new relationship. It could be like it's your child, but it could also be your romantic interest. Maybe they have a child and you're not sure about, you know, this is a big thing. Do I want to take this on, or I don't want to screw up this kid? You know, there's something like that around it. I just saw sea, S-E-A, like the sea, like, you know, like sea, sailing or something I'm picking up. And let that happen on your own too. Look at these cards. And if you see stuff in the cards, please put it in the comments. I love that when people remark how they see the, you know, the words. And then also I love when you hear about the animal totem. Hey, don't forget to check out the Kickstarter and all the rest of the stuff that I have. Thank you so much for all that stuff. And you can find it in the eye in the sky. If you want to subscribe, you can hit that subscribe button down here. Check out the Kickstarter campaign. Thank you for everything you guys do, for the sharing, the liking, the commenting, the donating, the buying of all my wares. Everything that you do, I really do appreciate each and every one of you so much. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of July, and get out there and be with the people. And I'll speak to you soon. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck. It's a groovy deck designed to unlock your psychic potential. Combining the iconic tarot imagery of Pamela Coleman Smith with rock poster art to reveal a fresh new take on an ancient oracle. Each card contains keywords to help memorize the meanings, but as you progress, the text shapes may change and morph to reveal much more. Allow your mind to wander so that Spirit can communicate with you through the illustrations on the cards. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck is a full 78 card deck. The extra large size enables you to see the cards clearly and enjoy the vibrant artwork. Created by spiritual artist Vickie, who is a seasoned tarot reader herself, this beautiful deck is meant to grow with you as you progress forward on your path. In gratitude for your support, Vickie has created some rock-themed merch that is only available through Kickstarter pledges, including a concert ticket, backstage pass, and an all-access VIP laminated pass. The money from this campaign will go towards the manufacturing and shipping of the deck to Amazon fulfillment centers, where it then will be available for quick and easy purchasing and shipping worldwide. Additional funds will be used for the manufacturing of the merch and further promotion of the deck. Be sure to tune in to Vickie's YouTube channel for free monthly card readings and broadcasts from the universe.